topic, but Hannah and I are very people with a disability anyway. So today's topic is why we don't celebrate Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month and why you couldn't either, whether it's for Cerebral Palsy Awareness or admittedly any disability awareness. Why are these months so stupid, and how can you retain your mindset if you did want to celebrate them? So we want to do is do a minute icebreaker, and today icebreaker is, do you believe in the medical or health model of disability, and how your practice changed over the years? And if so, why do you believe it has changed, or why you wanted believing in that? So, do you want to move, Hannah?
Sure. When I was younger, I was all about celebrating. I when I was little, my parents considered it a holiday. March 25th, a holiday.
Uh-huh.
And it was great and all when I was younger. They would put me in green. They would do my hair all in green. They would do it all. And the older I got, the more I was thinking, Mom, this is not a holiday. This is really stupid. What have you done to me?
Yeah, how much your parents might have been leaning toward the medical model?
Yes.
That has, right, rather than the you know,
because instead of um uh adapting my life to this world, they took all doctors' advice, whether it was my pediatrician, right, whether it was my CP doctor, whether it was my heart doctor, whether it was my whatever doctor I had when I was younger. My mom was so brainwashed that she thought that they were God, and whatever they said was the right thing to do.
Right, and I don't, and that's not bad by any means. It's in the podcast you will hear why this is better icebreaker. But for me, I went from the medical model to the social model as well. But at the same time, I believe that my parents, unpronounced to them, there are two models of disability, and I don't think they even knew because they already had two older boys, and they raised them normally, if that makes sense. And so they mistreated by their first child, they with me, they mistreated me by anyone, if I wanted to do, I was gonna do it. If I wanted to, whatever, I was gonna do it. But they also took me to every doctor, tried every treatment, so I was kind of in the mix. And I didn't even know about cerebral palsy and my awareness until I was way later in my high school year. And even then I found it to be kind of stupid. But I can, if I want to talk about my disability and make other people, if I want to talk about my disability to other people, I can do so on my own terms.
I completely second every word you said, because I felt the same way. That's why when I got more mature, when I was done being a child, even though I was a high schooler, I still acted like a child. But
Don't we all?
but that's beside the point. And then the more I got into high school, my junior and senior year, my therapist literally told my mom, cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
It's a joke, but cut the
Yeah.
umbilical cord. You need to let her go. You need to let her grow up. You need to let her do X, Y, and Z. And if it wasn't for this therapist at my high school telling my mom to cut the umbilical cord, who knows where I would be today. And honestly, I thank God for that therapist because they saved me from going insane.
Yeah. And the Marina Mermaid,
or for that matter, regressing and turning into a baby.
yeah. And like Marina Mermaid in the pod, I don't know about you, Shannon, but I see people buy EP awareness and on the huck for EP awareness day and night. Right. But like, where is my money going? You know,
Right.
and like also why?
Are
You
you
know,
sure? Go ahead.
I was gonna say also why because I'm gonna take a coach and one of my favorite mentor is like we should not be fundraising for a hero, you know, at least not openly, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Especially if it's a weird.
I mean, anything really.
Yeah.
What saying is but I was saying like what was I gonna say? But like we want the handwriting for a hero to be, you know, behind the scenes type
Right.
of vibe. And like you can do all your medical appointments, you can educate people on what cerebral palsy is any day of the year. You know, like any day, anybody, right? But what people don't realize is we are living, breathing people, you know,
Yes.
on Earth, on planet Earth, and planet Earth doesn't guarantee a habitability, you know, on, you know, on any level. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, and that's what we believe cerebral palsy awareness must be is like better and certain. I don't know, Shannon, you probably have heard this multiple times. Cerebral palsy children grow up. Cerebral palsy children are not. Cerebral palsy is not a childhood disability.
No, it's not a childhood. It's not a childhood disability. If you were born with cerebral palsy, you will die with cerebral palsy. I don't mean to put it that blunt, but it is true. If you were born with cerebral palsy, you will die with cerebral palsy.
Right.
Yes, when you die, you'll be quote unquote normal, depending where you go. But that's for another topic. But no, cerebral palsy is not a childhood disability. If you were born with CP, you will die with CP.
Right. And like that is like where we wish the awareness would go as to like how how can we make our community more accessible and how might we convey for an inclusive playground for a mammal, a automatic door at our local coffee shop, a accessible co-working spaces, you know, like a idea of healing it to community and innovation, you know?
Yep.
And I think that's the main topic of this program.
Yes.
I mean, this podcast. You know,
Yes.
it's like, why, honestly, me and my friend were just talking about this the other day. It is prompter when people say, like, oh, like, you'll be healed one day. Or, oh, it's a pain in the ass that you have to be reporting. Or, oh, I feel so sorry for you.
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I would like to those people that say that to me, I would like to knock them upside the head.
I know. And it's like, why? We are, you know, it's like, we all have different beliefs, you know, and when someone's happy we will pointing awareness, hey, you, every day, we will pointing day, we wake up with it.
Right.
You know, how we are urging you to, when you wear green, reporting, that's wonderful. But maybe go into your local coffee shop and tell them how they can become more accessible. Or, hey, I would love to talk to you about how you can make this more accessible. You know, or...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That is where cerebral palsy awareness needs to be. Not raising awareness for a kid because, like I said earlier, you were born with cerebral palsy, you're going to die with cerebral palsy. Where the fundraising needs to be is how to make places accessible, inclusive, things like that. Like, for instance, like Anna said, a coffee shop. Maybe install an automatic door. For those that are in wheelchairs, they can push the automatic door button to go inside the coffee shop.
Yeah. And honestly, it's really not that hard to go out into your community and be like, hey, I live here. You know, like, I'm a resident of the community and I have cerebral palsy, and here's what it means to me. And here's what it means for the establishment we're in. Or having that Hannah and I are doing this month is making online community panel so that people can learn what cerebral palsy is beyond a medical knowledge. You know, and that will be on 23rd. Yep, you're right.
March 21st.
That will be on the 23rd. So if you are a professional watching this podcast right now, Dr. Hale, we encourage you to come out. I will be posting a advertisement soon, but that's another way you can celebrate awareness month, because you are educating yourself on how to make the world more accessible for people like us, rather than educating them on a diagnosis that you might look up in a textbook. And if you are wondering, why do you have a month? Some people really like cerebral palsy month, and we do too. But we want to urge you to, you know, think about it in a different way. You know, think about it in terms of how can we make our community more accessible? How can we become someone with cerebral palsy? How can we do X, Y, and Z? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Are we missing anything else on the topic?
I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
Okay. We'll see you in the next video.